to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Falcons and the Lions, next on Madden NFL 23.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Charles Davis alongside Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
Burrow's throw pulled in by Woods. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Burrow will throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll fire this deep for Gallup, and he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A first carry for Samaje Perine. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Can you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out and counter too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The habits can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Stafford on 1st down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
No coach or team's ever had it.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. 6-0 our score after one. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. So the opening play of the drive goes back. On 2nd and 12. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On first down at Stafford. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Off a play action, here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the run defensively. They've not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the air again, Stafford. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Stafford. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Second and 7. Stafford finding Edwards-Helaire once again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a first down throw. Stafford. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Stafford looks to throw again. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
There goes Duke Johnson. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No clock on the field.
And no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Well, we all missed football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. First and 10, Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He was waving his arm. Told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, electric for me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. and it'll be second and very short. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game.
Stafford for the third time is intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the... They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. First down, Stafford here. Now a swing pass, it's Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Shark's got it, left side. 7 yards there and a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Stafford now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Copeland charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. To try again after the sack. Stafford. And now here's another interception. A beautiful fake. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Stafford on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Throwing again at Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Stafford. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that, touchdown! DJ Chark from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 16. A little under 50 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time now on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded. Yeah.